Hey everybody, it's Joe, Redneck Collector, coming at you with another video. And man, it's been a minute. It's been like 3 weeks. Actually, it might have been over 3 weeks at this point since done a video, but super duper, just off the chain busy time of year for me. So, but don't think I haven't been trying to keep up watching content when I can. Haven't been able to comment as much, but still definitely part of the community, part of the hobby. I've been doing plenty of stuff to stay active in the hobby, but just haven't found time to make a video, which is a shame because that's probably going to make this one a little bit longer than I've been trying to make them normally. But I feel like there's just all kinds of stuff that I'd like to share. This is cathartic to me to, come share how I've been hobbying. And really the theme for this video is going to be how I've been doing the hobby differently, some hobby firsts. And I'll flip the camera around. I'll show you a couple things. But first off, I'm going to show you a few cards this way, the way that I tend to show a lot of cards. And that is, I was at a show at this point. It has been at least 3 weeks ago that we had the Orlando Garden Show. And I was so excited to be set up at it because they had two guest signers that signed cheap and with a dealer discount for us setting up at the show. I got some cards signed on the cheap, and I'm going to go through them real quick. But talk about some childhood memories right here. How about 89 Upper Deck Todd Zeile? I thought Todd Zeile was the second coming when I was, 10, 11 years old collecting these cards. And these are all straight out of my, childhood. This was straight out of my childhood binder. I had a Todd Zeile page or a couple pages. And I remember opening so much 90 Donruss. And this was one of the, outside of you wanting to pick up, the Griffey and the Ryan, cards and stuff like that. This was it. So to get those two Todd Zeile cards signed was pretty awesome. The other guy that was there, who his time with the Cardinals arguably was the best years he ever had. He just never quite lived up to the hype, especially from a career standpoint. But I got my 88 score Greg Jefferies rookie prospect card signed. How cool is that? And even more important, the 89 Topps Future Star. This was the card when I was a kid. I mean, this brings back the memories of, I'd already been collecting for a couple years, but I can remember the first Beckett magazine that I ever got was, and I had it somewhere. I don't know. I've lost it in a move. It's probably still in a box, but I think it was like July of 1989. This was on the cover along with Greg Jefferies. Little did I know it was probably being shilled up. They probably weren't worth anything, but that's a whole nother topic. And then I had to get something signed from his days as a Cardinal. So this is from this another childhood card. This is the Electric Diamond insert from, I think this is 95 Upper Deck. Yeah, 95 Upper Deck. And I requested it in silver Sharpie. And I got it, so I thought that was very, very cool. Next up, my man Mike over at Jayhawker Vintage Cards. He had an online sale a while back. I'm sure some of you saw. Some of you probably bought some stuff from him. So I reached out because he had a couple cards that I really wanted to have for my Willie Mays run. I got the 1961 MVP. This card's a 4, but oh my God, I could shave with this card. It is so sharp. Mike, thank you for the deal. This was just a beautiful 61 MVP. And then I got his 1969 Willie Mays. This is a 3, but I cannot figure it out for the life of me. I mean, it is centered so well for a 69. I feel like we say that about every year, but I just feel like 69 is one of those. The way that, inset is, it just off-centered shows so bad on these cards. But this card is just beautiful for a 3. This is exactly what I want. I want a card, a high eye appeal 3. So thank you, Mike. I really, really appreciate that. I'm getting ready to send off several other Willie Mays cards to SGC. So I'm trying to round out that run as much as I can. So now I'm going to switch gears and talk about first things that, before I turn around the camera and show you a couple other things, here's another first for me that I picked up. I got my first package from Japan, and I'm going to blame this one, throw it at the feet of some people like I've watched JP Wisco. He talks a lot about Japanese cards. But this one, Picker Jim and Shane over at Shoebox Legends, you guys, if you watch this, you're the reason I had to go pick up a first-year Calbee of this guy, Sadahara O. And I don't know what it was about this image. It was just fun. It was just different. I thought it was really cool. And I picked this up. I got it shipped to me from Japan. from the other side of the world for like, it was 15 bucks and like $5 shipping. So like $20, I got this awesome card of Sadaharu Oh. I just think it's really, really cool. I've wanted one of his cards for a while and was having a hard time deciding where to jump in at. Because, of course, I'd love to have a rookie or something from the 60s, and I may yet still get there, but I thought that first year Calby card would be really cool. So that was the first Japanese card for me. So, but let me spin this thing around. I'm going to show you a couple different things that are also kind of, believe it or not, firsts for me in the hobby. And I just thought y'all might get a kick out of it. So let's turn this around and check it out. So I mentioned in my intro there that collecting things, doing things a little bit different in my collection than what I was doing before. And this is something I have not done. Even when I was a kid, I did not put cards in binders. My cards I would put in, 800 count boxes. When I was building my 87 top set, it went, in fact, I've got it here nearby, and I'll tell you why here in a minute. But let's see, this is exactly how you can see, this is triple OG right here. This is 87 tops, 800 count box, got the stains. That's how I would build my sets. I reserved my binders for my star cards. That's what I have, tons of binders, but they were all full of star cards. Well, watching so many of you all set builders, and it's funny, Bader over there, Bader's Hobby Life. If you haven't checked out his channel, definitely check it out. It's funny. I just watched his video where he was showing off his 52 set, done just like this. He's way further along than I am, but check out his channel. He's a great set builder. I'm just not, but I thought, man, this looks like fun. I see all these other guys doing these binders, and I thought, I'm going to do it. So the magic of Amazon, I decided that, hey, I'm going to order this nice binder. It's the same binder. You see Ultra Pro binder, Ultra Pro pages. And it was here like 13 hours after I ordered it, which is just absolutely crazy to me. I bought 100 pages, bought a binder. I don't know, it was like 30 some odd dollars, close to 40. And voila, I had this awesome binder to start putting my 52 top set into. Now here's something I did a little bit different than I noticed that Bader did in his. I actually put in, these are cards that I have and that are maybe in my grading pile, or I just didn't put them in here yet. But you can see, just sit back and enjoy. So if these little white things, these little just cut up index cards, I own those cards. If it's a blank spot, I don't own it. Yeah, this is just I'm starting to understand, even after being in this hobby for, 40 years, the allure of having a set, especially a beautiful vintage set like 1952 tops, and putting it into a binder to enjoy. So crazy how things work out, that here all these years later, that I'm doing something that some of y'all have been doing for 40 plus years. But to me, it just took me a while to come to realize why you all like it so much. And it's just fantastic. Just a way to really kind of enjoy the cards. They're not in that box. They're easier to flip through. I found myself, I did this a couple weeks ago, but I found myself flipping through it multiple times, already. And you can see of the 52 tops that I have, varying degrees of condition. Some nicer, some rougher. I did pull off a trade with Bader. I sent him, I had a Virgil Trucks that he needed, and he's sent me 3 cards. They haven't arrived yet in the mail, but I'm sure they're going to be here. They may be in the mailbox today. I haven't checked yet. So, but man, I know y'all are like, Joe, we've been doing this for years. Where were you at? But I didn't. I enjoyed my sets, just putting them in boxes. But this is where it's at. You can see as I get higher up, it's going to be a faster flip. I am missing tons and tons of cards. I even left the whole pages. I counted spaces, the whole 9 yards. I wanted to make sure that I had enough for my 52 tops as I go through it and I pick up more of these cards. It's not going to be a top priority of mine to try to get to this set. I know I'll probably never get past, get to the high numbers. But I'm going to do my dangdest to pick them up any chance I can get, or trade for them, whatever it takes. I'm going to fill out this binder just as much as I possibly can, even though I know I may never, ever finish it. But this just added a whole new level of hobby enjoyment to me to do this. So I know y'all are probably like, oh, hurry up, Joe. But I was going to get to at least here to the end. Now, this is riveting YouTube for you all, but you can see underneath peeking through now, and I won't flip through all of it, but I decided, why not do the same thing with 53? I bought that low grade lot of 53s earlier in the year, so I won't bore you all by taking you all through it. Maybe some other time as I fill in a few more of those, I'll take you through the 53s. But just thought you might get a kick out of watching me find enjoyment in something that has been around in the hobby forever. And it's just proof that there's tons of different ways to collect. None of them are right. None of them are wrong. But just do what works for you. All right. The other thing that I've been doing, along with, the binder that you just saw that I never thought I would do necessarily, is I've taken up TTMing, right? I've just dipping my toe in the water. I've watched so many great videos on it. I give credit to Adam's Card Closet and Eddie's Cardboard Chaos and Three Good Nerds. But the tipping point was probably like, I saw Lou do it. If Lou Rock TV, if Lou could do it, I could do it. And honestly, he's doing it right. He's doing the rookie cards. I want to get into that. Lou and I, we always joke that we collect very similarly. Like we like a lot of the same things. So, he might've been the tipping point seeing him do it. So, but I started out and I started doing, and I ripped off, I think it was Three Good Nerds did a how-to video on TTMing, and I liked how he did this. So look at that. How about 1987 Topps Tom Kelly? This was free. All the ones I'm getting ready to show you, these are all TTMers that signed for free through the mail. I would encourage you to check out any number of how-to videos to TTM. Some of y'all might be thinking, why are you doing that, Joe? Tom Kelly led the Twins to beating your Cardinals in 87. You're right, but it's the 87 Topps set. And if you followed me for a while, you know that 87 Topps is a set that I would like to see how many I could get autographed of. If I don't get it finished, so be it. I hold no illusions, but I'm going to try to get as many 87 Topps signed as I can, which leads me to this guy. And that's really one of the things I leaned on is I sent quite a few 87 Topps in this first round. I sent 12 envelopes out. I think it's coming up on 3 weeks ago, and I think I've only gotten about 5 of them back. So patience is key. I've learned that. Push these up a little bit here so you can see them a little better. But I am going to hope that the rest of them make it back. I did have one failure, and it was because I thought he was free, and he was not, and that was Dave Magadan. Now, I see both sides of it. I should have done more research and paid him his $5. It's his time, it's his money, or his time, and he can choose how to do what he wants. So I see that point of it, but I also see the side of it's Dave Magadan. He should be happy somebody wants his autograph, but I digress. How about Tom Lawless, 1987 Cardinals? Nice. Some of these guys now, Mark Gubicza, you can't really read, but Tom Kelly and Tom Lawless, their autos aren't too bad. Oh yeah, here's the Magadan. He sent it back to me unsigned. I can see both sides of it. It's his right to ask for money. And I probably would have sent the $5 if I'd have known it, but Lord, he should be happy somebody wants his auto. But the one I'm most excited about, and I sent a text message to Drew over at Clean Cheap Shots the minute I got it. How about a 1966 Eddie Watt rookie card with a nice Ed Watt signature on it? So I just had to have this. I'm so excited about this. You have no idea. So TTM, I'm a TTMer. It's official. I'm building sets and I'm TTMing. I'm doing things I never thought I would do. But I'm having fun in the hobby. That's the most important thing is, so if you find yourself getting stale, and it really wasn't stale for me, it was just honestly trying to save a little bit of money and stop surfing eBay as much. And these are all cards. These were pulled, 87 Topps were pulled directly from my childhood 87 Topps set, which is why I had it earlier when I was showing the binder. So just give it a thought. It's not something, I am not going to go down the rabbit hole of getting everybody who TTM signature, but I've already started a list. and I'm going to work my way through it slowly but surely. So I know this was a little bit longer video. I appreciate it if you stayed this far at the end, but I hadn't done one in a while. I had to catch you guys up on a lot, and honestly, I still haven't shown everything that I've picked up in the last few months. But thank you all very much. Really appreciate you taking the time, and remember, keep it a little redneck out there.